I should be live. I just have to see if I go live on my other monitor. Do I need to check if I'm going live on Mac? It's not really like that big of a difference between Windows and Mac for YouTube, but I might as well just see. Oop. Yep, I'm definitely live because I got an ad. I get ads for my own channel. That's insane. I forgot that YouTube gives you ads even if it's your own video. I'm not using the account that I have premium on, so I am seeing ads. Funnily enough, I actually don't have premium on the account that I stream from. Just a weird little bit of behind the scenes information from Michael. Oh yeah, I'm live. I'm live on both devices. Oh my god, there's an ad that said procrastination. Oh my god. It's an ad about procrastination with the most AI drawn like model ever. That was so much. That was so AI. Alright. I will go ahead and warn that my acid reflux today has not been kind to me, so at times I might be really quiet or I might be stumbling with my words because I'm just like trying to make sure that nothing burns up my throat too much. I took a little bit of medicine before this stream, however, it's not as effective as I want it to be. So yeah, as per usual, I'm also only going to be doing one chapter today, which may be good so that I can recover my throat a little bit. I still wanted to stream, so that's why I'm live. Like, I don't like canceling last minute, so that's why I'm live right now, but I'm not feeling the best. But yeah. Since I started a little bit early, I'm going to give people a few minutes to load into the stream before I start playing. Because today is the torture of Ange Ishiramiya. Am I first? Yes, you are. You are first today, Alex. Congrats. I even woke up on good hours too, and I still feel exhausted. That's how bad my acid reflux has gotten. Finally, at time I can easily join in. Hell yeah! I have been making my streams a bit easier since most of my audience are on the Eastern Hemisphere as well as like Europe, so I've been trying to make times for my streams to be a bit early in the day for me, so that I'm not able to get my full audience. Since I actually don't have a lot of US viewers. Which I find hilarious, because most of the time when you're in North America, you mainly get American viewers, but I hardly get any Americans watching my videos, which is really funny to me. But for the games I play, I have to read, so no wonder why Americans don't watch my videos. Oh my god. Well, if there's any Americans hidden in the chat, they're gonna, you know, blast me in a few seconds. Oh, man. Damn, just when I was gonna head to the swimming pool. Oops, sorry, uninspired name. It's 10:30 p.m. here. I just want to give feedback that this is a great time to stream, as I could more often join in. Zero pressure on the way, by the way. I'm just giving feedback, as I said. Oh yeah, no worries. I mean, this is the reason why I'm streaming earlier, so that it's more convenient for a lot of my viewers. Oh, yes. I actually used to be a competitive swimmer when I was in high school. I did the butterfly stroke. I don't know if it's universally called butterfly, but at least in the US it's called butterfly. It's the one where you basically leap out of the water with both arms. Read Umineko about 3 years ago, still the best novel I've ever seen. Hell yeah. I'm almost done with Umineko, and I kind of have to agree, it's one of my favorite visual novel series of all time. I mean, I still have, you know, Higurashi at the top of my list for visual novels, but that's more of a nostalgic factor. Have fun in the fucked up mystery land. Oh yeah. Today's gonna be really fucked up because this is when we get to see poor Ange's reaction to Burn Castle's game. Yeah, she's gonna be fucked up. Because Burn Castle is not kind at all. We're about to see some mental damage be done to poor Angie. I mean, I'm pretty excited. At the same time, though, I feel bad for Angie. But also, I had that little bit of Schadenfreude in my system where I'm just like, ooh, I like to see torture. That sounds so terrible, too. I just want to see someone get tortured in a video game. In a video game, by the way, YouTube, in a video game, I want to see someone get tortured. Any games you want to check out after you're done finishing Umineko? Ah, yes. I actually made a poll a few weeks ago regarding what game I should play next, and it seems like I'm going to be covering the House in Fata Morgana. I did actually have a Let's Read series of Fata Morgana before I briefly stopped making YouTube videos. So, yeah, I'm going to get back to the House in Fata Morgana. I'm probably going to restart the game rather than continuing off from where I last left off, since it's been like 3 years since I last played. After that, though, I do want to go into other narrative-heavy mystery games, such as Disco Elysium, as well as Heavy Rain, since I feel like a lot of my solo streams, I just want to focus on mystery games because I enjoy the mystery. I also enjoy making batshit theories. Umineko might be the best piece of media I've ever touched. It's definitely the best fictional story I've read. After reading it, some media have come really close, but Goat stays on top. I have Fata Morgana on my phone. Haven't started yet. Huh. Wait, Fata Morgana's available on mobile? Hold on. Oh wow, it's on Google Play. Huh. I did not know that the House in Fata Morgana. It's also available on iOS? What the fuck? Wait, I did not know that it was available on phone. Holy crap. Wow. Congrats. I think it was Manga Gamer that launched it internationally. Congrats, Manga Gamer. If I'm correct on that. Am I? Oh no, it was Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll? Crunchyroll launched it? What? Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll launched the video games. Video games like the House of Fata Morgana. Raging Loop? What the fuck? What? Well, Crunchyroll was doing well for a while. You want a batshit mystery game? Insane mystery game? Well, I once again shall AI the Subminium files. Play AI the Subminium files today, and you too want to push Kaname Date down a flight of stairs. I have no clue who Kaname Date is. However, I might put that on my... No, I am going to put that on my list. Yeah, I'm going to put AI the Subminium files on my list of games to play. I haven't... Oh, it's not on mobile, it's a port. Ah, got it. Okay. It's a port. Yeah. And do I want to hear something interesting? Yes, I do want to hear something interesting, Alex. Let's hear it. This also gives me some time to let my acid reflux medicine just like settle before I start playing the game. Kaname Date is the protagonist. You will still want to push him down a flight of stairs. I mean, in terms of other protagonists of mystery games, I have wanted to push Makoto Naegi down a flight of stairs because he could be a dumb protagonist at times. Disco Elysium is also on Android. I knew about Disco Elysium being on Android. I actually knew about that one. I've actually met some people who worked on the game. Yeah, I actually have talked with a few people that worked on Disco Elysium, so I knew about that. Yeah, that's public information, so I'm allowed to say that Disco Elysium's on Android. Yeah, I've not really played a lot of mobile games since I usually just use my phone for like contacting people and for business, so I have not really done a lot of gaming on my phone. Have you ever thought to read Subara Hibi? Subara Hibi. Subara Hibi. Oh, you mean Suba Hibi Wonderful Everyday? It's a Japanese horror mystery novel developed by Kero Q. Okay. Also, somninium is not produced with the extra I. It's meant to. Oh, okay. It's not pronounced with the extra I. It's supposed to call back to the Latin word for sleep. Oh, so sonum, sonum. Yeah, I think it's sonum. Somnum. Yeah, somnum. It's been a while since I last taken a Latin class. Like, I'm able to speak some Latin. I'm just not good at it. Like, I remember some phrases like "Mihi nomen est Michael," which is like "my name is Michael," or "Generis mortis est" from the Cibetto Gallico. Because the gimmick of AI, the Somnum files, is you go into people's dreams. Ah, and does it involve AI somehow? Somnum. Yeah. Somnum. Michael Somnum. Oh, man. I need to brush up on my Latin just to, you know, impress people with being able to speak a language other than English. I mean, I can speak Nihongo a little bit, but I'm not good at it. Why would they have you learn to speak Latin instead of just translations? So it's just mainly translations for Latin learning for me, but I did take a few office hours where I learned how to speak a little bit of Latin. And yes, the main protagonist has an AI assistant in his eyeball. I don't know, this might be a personal preference for me, but in terms of AI and computer stuff, I don't want to see it with my bare eyes. Like, I'm okay with putting on glasses that have an AI assistant, but if something's biologically installed into me, I would not be happy. Well, the eyeball is the AI assistant. It's a whole thing. Ah, okay. Still, I would not want an AI assistant installed into me. That just sounds like an invasion of privacy, especially if that AI comes from, like, a private company or something. That'd be insane. Oh. Alright, I just also got a notification about, something cool. Huh. Interesting. Sorry, I just got a notification that the game that I published a few months ago is going to be having a public playtest somewhere. I mean, I did say yes to the public playtest. I was just surprised by how fast it got approved. Holy crap. Well, to be fair, if you're going to get a fake eyeball anyway, why not go for it? It's because I can't remove the eyeball as easily. Like, if the AI assistant annoys me, I can't pop out the eyeball as easily. Have you played the Danganronpa series? I've only played the first game. I only have played the first game. But, yeah, actually, in terms of cool news from my end, I can't believe I almost forgot to mention this, but, the game I published last May called Desecration just got 3rd place in a competition called oh crap, what was the name of the conference again? Fuck, how did I forget? Oh, the Collegiate Games Challenge, yes. I'm still very overwhelmed by us getting 3rd place, but yes. My game was nominated as 3rd place in a competition for different college teams from around the United States. Yeah, no, I'm really surprised by our nomination for the first thing. I'm surprised that we got nominated, and I'm surprised we got 3rd place. I'm still, like, you know, I'm still recovering from the shock of it because I did not intend, yeah, I did not, you know, plan for getting an award, actually, so I'm still very happy about that, and I'm still, like, jumbled in my mind. I'm like, holy crap, this is really awesome. And yes, my game's going to be play tested by the organization that I won an award from, so I'm really excited. If yes, then I'd love to play some specific Finnish fan games for Danganronpa on stream with us. Oh, okay. I mean, there has been some pretty cool Danganronpa fan games I've seen out there. Like, they're almost as cool as the Phoenix Wright fan games I've seen. Although, are the Danganronpa fan games more Finnish than the Phoenix Wright fan games? Because I know that there's a lot of Phoenix Wright fan games out there, but a lot of them are unfinished. And yes, thank you so much, Alex. Yeah, I'll go ahead and after the stream link the competition that my game got an award in, since, yeah, no, I'm really surprised that we got an award and really happy that we did. And again, I'd like to thank the organizers of the event. If they're, you know, happen to be in this stream, I have to thank you all again for nominating and, you know, choosing our game for your award. Alright, so I've spent the first like 15 minutes of stream yapping, so I'm gonna go ahead and load up the game. However, I'm gonna be yapping a bit more throughout the gameplay today. But yes, it's time for us to see Ange get tortured. Let's go! Let's torture Ange! I think that's a bit loud. Sorry about blasting everyone's ears off. Has she been left alone for like the past day? And on cue, I have to go now. Oh, see you later, uninspired name. Have fun in the Torment Nexus. Ange flew out of the guest house, sobbing. Is there anyone still alive on this island? When she checked the cousin room earlier, it had been completely empty. However, she remembered that she hadn't seen Ballard, George, or Maria's bodies. What she didn't know was whether this meant they were safe, or whether she was about to be reunited with them as corpses. So wait, is this the adult Ange in her child form, or is this the child Ange experiencing this? Because I'm really curious to see which Ange we're getting for the reaction. She dashed around through the rain. Where was she going? Nowhere in particular. The lost little sister dashed around in circles, searching for her brother, drenched with rain and all alone. Eventually, I thought I heard my brother's voice from beyond the bush. No, it wasn't just his voice. I heard George and Ichan's, and Maria on Ichan's voices too. I called out at the top of my lungs, but they didn't answer. But it's okay now. They're right there. Just on the other side of the fence. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. One of them's are gonna get killed. One of them's so gonna get killed right now. Like Balor's just gonna pull out a knife or something and just stab George in front of Maria or something. I could even faintly see them through the fence. Balor's so gonna kill one of them right in front of Ange. When I ran around the fence, I saw myself standing in front of a shed or something. It must be a shed to store tools for the Rose Garden. The three of them were standing in front of the shed. I cried out, but my voice couldn't reach them. Even though I yelled so loudly, something felt very wrong about all this. When people hear a voice, even when they pretend not to have heard it, their bodies tend to show some sign that they've noticed. However, there is no trace of that in the three of them. Even though I was screaming so loud, it truly wasn't reaching their ears. Oh, one of them is so gonna get killed right now. I'm betting you all. George is about to be killed in front of Maria because Maria can't, fight back. If Balor goes after Maria, George is gonna fight back, obviously, but if George is attacked first, Maria can't do anything. The instant I understood that, my dash towards them slowed and came to a halt. Hey, Zartok. Though we appeared to be in the same world, we were actually in different worlds entirely. It was like seeing someone on TV. But was it more like seeing a ghost? I could see them clearly, but as far as they were concerned, I didn't exist. After all, look. Even when I stand in front of them, their eyes can't see me. Oh, she's kind of like a ghost, observing. If I try and touch them, will I really be able to? What if my hand just won't hit through? I was so scared of the thought that I could do nothing but stand there and shout, even though I was so close to them.
くそったね。もう俺には何が何だかわからねえ。やっぱり 島の外から何者かが入り込んでるんだ。そしてそいつが後ろ宮家を皆殺しにしてるんだ。
Ironic that you're saying that.
どんなに閉じこもっても必ず誰かが殺されてしまう。
You seem way too happy about this murder, Maria.
やっぱりこれは魔女
Maria.
の仕業。
Maria, your family's dead.
みんな落ち着いて考えよう。この島には後ろ宮家の人間以外は存在しないんだ。そんなはずはねえぜ。だって現にこうして後ろ宮家の誰にも不可能な殺人が何度も起こってるじゃねえか。それはそうだけど本当にそうだろうか。
George got on. Is your microphone a bit off? It feels different. Uh-oh. My microphone might not be connected correctly. Uh-oh. Thank you for pointing this out, Zartot. Default. It's on the laptop mic. That's why. Hold on. Hello. Okay, it's on the right mic now. It was on my laptop microphone for some reason. Thank you for pointing that out, Zartot. Yeah, my apologies about that. I should have checked the properties before I went on live, but I'm so used to, like, just logging into OBS and my microphone's already set up that I don't check on it. Yeah, that's very bad of me. I should be checking that more often. Yeah, that's all on me, actually. I should be checking that before I stream every time. Yep. Usually I have it connected to my HyperX microphone. It's a USB microphone, which is not the best sound quality, but it works for what I need to for streams. I do plan on getting my microphone with an XLR cable set up very soon. It's just that I've been a little bit lazy. Other viewers are too polite to point it out. I'll go ahead and say it now. If you point out that my audio quality is shit, just let me know so I can fix it. Like, I do not mind people just saying my audio quality is shit. Alright. Thank you so much again, Zartot.
僕たちには見落としがあるんじゃないだろうか。
I look forward to seeing the playback for my audio to be like the world's worst audio because it's like coming from my laptop.
見落としって？
例えばそうさ、死んだふりとか。この島に後ろ宮家の人間しかいない以上、犯人だって後ろ宮家の人間しかいないんだ。
George is so dead.
だとしたら僕たちが死んだと思い込んでいる誰かが実は死んでなかったということになる。しかし兄貴、それはありえねえぜ。
The audio wasn't that bad, to be fair. I will give you that, like laptop microphones, especially laptops made after 2020, are actually pretty decent to, record people's voices. Like, it's not professional quality, but it's good enough to be understandable, which is, a feat of engineering itself for computers, be able to record audio that well. Especially with, like, the microphone being nearby computer fans as well as, like, the speakers. Since I'm not wearing any headphones, you probably heard the feedback of the speaker. Like, it's still a technological feat. Imagine Balor going, "Ooh, it is the witch! It's the witch!" I would love to hear Balor say that. I would love to hear it.
全員の死体を必ず誰かが検視してる。死んだふりなんか絶対にできねえはずだ。
Are you sure, Balor?
考えたくはない。でもその検視さえも偽られているとしたら。
George, are you about to spit out your suspicion? Technological feat. Oh my god. Not F-E-E-T. F-E-A-T. Feet, not feet. I'm not talking about feet. I'm talking about feature. Or, a feat of technological innovation. Oh, I hate the fact that there's two words that mean totally different things but are pronounced the same.
つまりこういうことさ。犯人は初めから複数犯だったんだ。そして一人は殺されたふりをして、一人は間違いなく死んでいると嘘をつく。
Oh, feet as in features, so feet as in featuring. Like, there's a lot of weirdos in technology. I will give you that. There's a lot of weirdos in technology. But not all technological innovation have something to do with, you know, featuring feet. I also do not understand feet in general. I'm not getting into the details, I just don't understand it.
そして死んだふりをした犯人は犯行を重ね、あたかも後ろ宮家以外の人間が島に紛れ込んでいるかのような幻想を生み出す。
Non-native question. Is there subtle pronunciation difference between feet and feet? Or is it the exact same? I think it's the exact same from how I've heard people use it in English, at least in American English. Feet as in feature, as well as feet as in the bodily appendage, are pronounced the same. Look with how Grok has been moving lately. You cannot blame me for making this joke. It's topical. God. You know, I'm glad to announce that I've been off of Twitter even before Grok was like a big thing on the platform. I'm so glad that I'm not on Twitter. Like, I moved to Blue Sky after a lot of the shit that Elon Musk was doing to the website. So I'm really glad I'm off of Twitter, especially before Grok came about. I've seen a lot of things about Grok, and I think it's safe to say that Grok's somewhat problematic in general. I mean, it kind of takes data from Twitter users, so I'm not surprised with some of the things that have come out of its mouth. What the hell do you mean you don't understand how feet work? I know how the bodily part works to, you know, function to help you balance, function to help you move around. I don't understand other parts about feet, though. Also, fuck. Did I show my foot on camera? Oh, I'm gonna be up. I don't want to be on Wiki Feet. Wiki Feet is weird. Okay, no. My foot was barely off the webcam. Okay, I'm good. I just saw the playback on my other computer. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am not gonna be put on Wiki Feet for this shit. You didn't follow the Elon Musk chatbot horny girl AI thing? What? I mean, I know some other things about what Grok has said on Twitter, but chatbot horny girl AI? What the what? What? I mean, I know there's a lot of porn bots on Twitter. Also, good news all, I don't have a Twitter account. Sad I couldn't get to meet, I can't believe this is real, Mecha Hitler, but it's all good. Oh yeah, Grok is also Mecha Hitler. That's what I mean by problematic. Grok is very problematic. Yeah, if you have not made a Twitter account yet, don't make one. And if you have one, I feel so bad for you, you could break the addiction. Move to Blue Sky! Blue Sky does not have Grok.
長次の兄貴は後ろ宮家の誰かが犯人だって。
I mean, it could also be one of the servants.
南條先生は殺された。殺された以上、犯人ではないと考えるのが妥当だろう。そして、お医者である南條先生の検視が一番信頼できたと考えられる。
Also, good on George for catching on to things. I hate to say that I found Mecha Hitler unbelievably funny. My cat starts to think it's a good idea to eat cable. Oh my god, my cat does that too. My cat does that too. And going back to the Mecha Hitler thing, Grok self-announcing itself as that is kind of funny. but also very alarming. Like, it's alarmingly funny. Like, if it wasn't connected to, a billionaire and it was just an AI being stupid, it would be a little bit, you know, more funny. But since it's connected to, like, a billionaire that, has done a lot of questionable things, in my country's politics, it's a little alarming for me. But yeah, an AI just saying that is kind of funny, like, fundamentally, if you, don't think about the fact that it's connected to a billionaire. And yes, on the cats eating cables, my cat, Tom, really likes the Ethernet cable. He really likes the Ethernet cable that connects the entire house to the internet. Oh, no, Tom's gone. Uh-oh. If I'm suddenly not live, that's because my cat, you know, bit our Ethernet cable. He was just behind me, too. Yeah, so I might have a cat chewing through my Ethernet cable. I understand cats really liking cables a lot. If so, then it's fair to say that people whose death Nanjo checked were almost certainly dead. I wonder if MH Grok will go after Elon first in the IHNMAIMS type beat. I do not know what that means. I do not know what that means. What's really interesting is that they must have said be neutral and use sources, and then they need to have 10 layers of you are Republican, you don't accept that woke thing prompt for Grok, I mean. Yeah. Yeah, the way that they train Grok, I have not looked too much into it, but upon hearing about it on a surface level, it's not great training for a model. Like, if they're trying to be neutral, but then they do that other stuff, it's not really neutral. I have no mouth, I must scream. Come on, dog. I have no mouth, and I must be. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know, that's what the abbreviation means. Yeah. You know, I would like to see Grok go after Elon. After all the shit he's been doing, I would love to see it. Who did Nanjo check? Genji's corpse. Klaus and Natsui's corpses. Shannon's corpse. Goda and Kumasawa's corpses. George is narrowing down the suspects.
あの6人の犠牲者のうち南條先生は源氏さんの死体しか検証していないんだ。
マリアたちがそれぞれ確認したはずだよ。
Yes, however.
しかし南條先生が確認したわけじゃない。
He only took the kid's words.
何を言ってんだよ。あの無芸殺され方でどう親父たちが生きてるってんだよ。それにジョージの兄貴は何を言ってるんだ。
You're caught red-handed, Battler.
ってことは俺たちの親の誰かが犯人だって言ってんのかよ。そりゃねえだろ。真っ先に殺されてこれだけ大勢が殺されてどうやったらさらにその上俺たちの親が犯人だなんて言えるんだよ。許せねえ。あんな殺され方をした親父たちをさらにこの上疑って恥ずかしめるなんて。たとえジョージの兄貴でも。ごめん。
You know, that feels a bit natural. George interrupting Battler in the middle of that sentence.
マリアのママはちゃんと死んでたよ。
Don't smile while saying that. Maria, do not smile while saying that.
じゃあジョージお兄ちゃんの親かバトラーの
Maria, do not smile while saying this stuff. Stop smiling.
もうよそうマリアちゃん。僕もちょっと混乱してたみたいだ。
ジョージお兄ちゃんはシャノンを殺さないよ。
Oh, Maria's just pinpointing the blame to Battler. She just figured out the culprit.
もうよせよ。俺たちの誰も親族を殺したりするわけなんかねえだろ。
だからジョージお お兄ちゃんがお父さんとお母さんが本当は生きてるのに死んでるなんて嘘をつかないと思う。
Damn. Maria, if you know that Balor's the culprit, do not fucking say it out loud.
ジョージお兄ちゃんはシャノンが殺されるような事件の片棒を
Maria,
担ぐわけがな
the
い。
killer's in front of you. Maybe you should not do that. Even though she doesn't say anything, he could kill her in silence. Calmly, as though answering a quiz or a riddle, Maria spoke to George. Then, with a blank look on her face, she turned to Balor and spoke.
バトラはお父さんとお母さんの死体を見たよね。
I am wanted in 180 nations for crimes against humanity. Smile, Maria, like that, Oshimiya. You know what? She would say that with a huge smile on her face. She would.
ああ見たさ。みんなも見ただろ。あんな血まみれでひでえ死に様で。
バトラが嘘をついてると思う。
Well, at least she smiles in the face of death.
はあ
Yep, I salute you, Maria. You are not gonna survive this, but I salute you. You stood the face of your killer with a smile on your face.
どうしてそうなるんだよ。
そうすると筋が通る。最初の食堂でバトラの両親は死んでなかったの。
You dirty murderer, smile. Isn't that right, you dirty murderer battler? You dirty little killer getting your hands dirty with your family's blood.
その片方が夏日おばさんたちを殺し、内側から鍵を閉めて部屋にとどまる。
Rest well, goat.
もう片方がそれ以降の殺人を引き継いだ。ゲストハウスの密室を破るには内側に協力者がいなくてはならない。それがバトラ。
Yep, she directly said his name.
全部説明がつくよ。
いい加減にしろ
よさないかバトラ君。マリアちゃんも。
All of a sudden, a loud snap breaks the rain. Balor turns to George, smiling. She was right, you know, he says.
やっと頭の中の狼と羊のパズルがぴったりと収まった。
I think poor Maria thinks this is all a game.
犯人はバトラ一家。
Rule which says a killer is a killer before he kills, make it easier.
うん。正解？
Poor girl thinks this is just a game. Balor, dog, you doing too much.
何を言ってやがんだ
I can't tell if he's putting on an act or he's just genuinely mad that a 10-year-old caught on to his crime.
正解よ。
Let's do this. Let's do this. The voice came from behind Ange. She spun around, surprised. There, covered in blood, yet wearing cheery expressions, were Rudolph and Kyrie.
ルドルフおじさん、キリエおばさん、無事で。
You know, I like how George is so happy to see two of his family members safe, but then he realizes, oh shit. After saying that much, George realized what his words meant, and his face twisted into an expression of shock and horror. Maria wasn't surprised. She looks genuinely pissed, actually. However, she showed no joy at having her answer proved correct. She knows what's about to happen, too. I think that's probably the worst part for her. She knows what's gonna come. And as for Balor, Ange saw it. Villain reveal. Villain reveal. That terrible expression. One that she would never forget as long as she lived. It was a demon smile. Alright, what's the villain speech before you kill your family? A hideous demon that she'd never see again twisted its face in a foul grin. And the truly horrible thing was that she saw it on her brother's face. Oh no! They're just gonna blast the two away! Man, they really about to rock my shit. Maria was like that with Shibuya. Oh my god. Rudolph and Kyrie lifted up the guns they had been holding behind them. The barrels pointed at the foreheads of George, who staggered backwards, and Maria, who grinned as though she was beyond caring what happened next. Well, at least she's taking death with stride. I salute you, Maria! I salute you! Goodbye, Maria. There was a flash of lightning and a crack of thunder. Nothing more can be heard. Then, as George and Maria were snapped around by that roar, the strings holding them were snipped. I salute you, Maria. At least you died knowing what truly happened. The two dolls fell into puddles with a splash and stopped moving. All this occurred right before Angie's eyes. Oh damn! That's a really good art. That's a really good art. Man, what a pleasant family activity! Murdering your family together. Oops, wrong button. I do have to say, this is a really good art of the three of them. I really like this one. It's pretty good. And this is definitely curated to taunt Ange. Poor Ange. Ange, who stood stunned beside them, wasn't visible to their eyes. They guffawed. Guffawed? Guffawed. Guffawed? Guffawed. You two children can sleep in the cat box. They guffawed, overcome with laughter. Then, right in front of Ange, they started joking and complimenting each other on their kill so far. Maria, you are not being a team player right now. Not cool, dudes. I don't know why, but your comment, Alex, reminds me of Chris McClane. Chris McClane comes from the show Total Drama, if you do not know where Chris McClane comes from. The three hideous faces, the faces of her family, made Angie want to cry and vomit at the same time, and she felt as though she would suffocate. The art goes unreasonably hard. Indeed, it went really hard. Like, if it wasn't a huge spoiler for the next stream's thumbnail, I would have put that art on next stream's thumbnail if it wasn't a huge ass spoiler. I can see if I could make it work in the next thumbnail, though. Maybe. Angie dashed away, covering her mouth. She wanted to escape the disgusting laughter coming from her beloved family as soon as possible. Then, she slipped and fell face down in a puddle of mud. She didn't try to get up. In fact, she instead chose to cover her ears to block out the disgusting laughter she could still hear. As she did, from the shadows of the fences and bushes in this inky black rose garden, several dark things slipped into sight. Goats. Actual goats. Damn. Angie looked around in surprise to see eerie black shapes appearing from all over the garden and slowly surrounding her. Are they gonna rip apart Angie? Are the ghosts gonna rip apart Angie? It was a crowd of people with goat heads. Their outfits were all different. Some wore suits, while others dressed casually. However, all of them were covered with darkness, and all of them had goat heads. Angie, bewildered, accidentally let her hands fall from her ears. By now, she couldn't hear that disgusting laughter. However, in their place, she could hear the words spoken by the goats. Kyrie and Rudolph are the culprits. Battler's the culprit. Battler's the culprit. Battler's culprit theory. Battler's family culprit theory. Are these the fans of Umineko? Are these the fans of Umineko just talking about this? The witches? The theory crafters? As the goats continued to mumble in eerie voices, they surrounded Angie and began to draw nearer. They all pressed around her, each of them naming Angie's family as the culprits. At first, everyone joined in on the Eva culprit theory. The sole survivor from Rokujima got almost all the wealth to herself, so such a theory was only natural. Why was Yoshimiya Eva the only one who escaped to Kuwadorian? And why did she refuse so stubbornly to talk about what happened that day? It was decided that the Eva culprit theory fit all these facts. However, when Eva died of illness, and people learned that all the vast wealth she had created by unscrupulous means would go to Angie, public opinion, or rather, the forgers, created and spread a new culprit theory. This was the Rudolph's family culprit theory. If it was normal for everyone to come to family conferences, why was Angie the only one who didn't come this time? Did Rudolph's family have some reason for not bringing the young Angie with them? They did take Balor, but he wasn't Kyrie's son. About that. Then, when it was revealed in some magazines that Kyrie's family had close ties to a massive gangster organization, all eyes suddenly gathered on Kyrie herself. The truth of how Rudolph made a killing out of fraudulent business practices was also laid bare. And almost immediately, the couple became thought of as the most suspicious people on the island. Hideyoshi and Ava's company might have been heavy-handed at times, but it at least operated within the law. However, the more Rudolph's company was investigated, the more dirt was dug up. Furthermore, testimony was dug up about various scandals involving party tickets from the time Rudolph and Kyrie were students. And it was clear that they were far more suspicious than Ava's family. And so, in a flash, the Rudolph's family culprit theory expelled all other conspiracy theories, including the Ava culprit theory, and reigned as the greatest of them all. It wasn't really because it was more plausible than the Ava culprit theory. They had just gotten bored of the old theory and wanted a new sensation. Ooh. The goats seemed to bend and undulate. Undulate? What does undulate mean? Hold on. Undulate. Undulate. What is undulate? Move, or go with a smooth up and down motion. Oh, like a wave? Like they were moving like a wave? Huh. The sky rapidly turned white, becoming a ceiling lit by fluorescent lamps. Oh, we're breaking the fourth wall, are we? I feel like this is breaking the fourth wall right here, because this was literally the effect that was just shared to us. They unduled. Ooh. Oh! Ah, Angie's classmates! The ghosts had changed completely, becoming the shapes of girls wearing goat masks. Transparent French word, by the way. Ah, okay. Undul. Is that how you pronounce it? Undul? I'm not for sure myself, actually. all of the girls were wearing the same clothes. It was a uniform. The uniform of St. Lucia Academy.
本当の犯人はルドルフとキリエなんだって。聞いた聞いた。そうだよね。娘だけ置いてくなんてなんかおかしいもんね。後ろ宮エヴァって確か本人は毒殺されてるって訴えてんでしょ。じゃあもう黒幕は誰か明白じゃん。
That's evil. That is evil.
いいよね。一族の財産すべて独り占めなんでしょ。やっぱルドルフ一家犯人説だって思ってたんだよね。
You probably believed that Ava Cobra 3 for the longest time. You were just following twins.
後ろ宮さんってどこかおかしいって思ってたんだよね。おかしいと思ってたよね。
Oh gosh.
ルドルフとキリエが犯人。バトラも犯人じゃないの？ルドルフ一家犯人説。ルドルフとキリエが犯人。財産を独り占めにしようとしたんだけどエヴァに返り討ちにあってそれで失敗して。でも結局は後ろ宮エンチェの独り占めなんでしょ。
This also brings up episode 7 a little bit to me, actually. Because in episode 7, we learned that the true culprits were Rudolph and Kyrie. Why as if Ange truly believes it, based off the theories that other people have shared? If we go into the idea that Ange's perspective of the mystery changes as the story goes on in the answer arcs, why as if her perspective changed from Ava being the culprit to her family being the culprits, based off of what people were saying about her family in the forged mysteries? Now, Ange may never know what happened, but in her head, it's being grilled into her that her family did the killing. A part of her in the inside may truly believe her family was capable of doing this atrocious act against their own family. Fungus. It also brings the question, is the answer in episode 7 the true answer, or the answer that Ange believes? I think perception on that is decided on the most important factor of this mystery. Love.
ルドルフとキリエとバトラが犯人。ルドルフとキリエとバトラが犯人。
I do agree, it is interesting to think about if episode 7 was the true answer or the answer that Ange believes.
後ろ宮さんのご家族が犯人なんですって？それってどう思う？ねえねえ。
What are you expecting for her to respond with that one? Yeah, you walk up to someone and say, hey, we believe your family killed your family. Do you have any comments? Why would you ask that? What are you expecting? These brats are yapping in a loop, yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, brats.
でも結局、財産は全てあなたが独り占めできるんでしょ?
And your motivations were just laid bare right there.
後ろ宮エヴァはそれであなたには何も語らなかったのよね。絶対にあの子が怪しいって思ってたのに。エヴァがあんたに辛く当たったことも全て説明がつくわ。ねえねえ、何か言ってよ、感想とか。ほんと気持ち悪い子だよね。ルドルフ一家犯人説ってどう思うか。ちょっとくらい何か言いなさいよ。感じ悪い。
A blade of air swept over me as I crouched down, holding my head. A blade. Is Will coming? I think this is Will. In a flash, the illusion of female students with goat heads that surrounded me shattered. I was curled up in a puddle in the rainy rose garden, surrounded by goats. But then, those goats were also sliced in half, and the upper half slid to the side. It was like seeing a master swordsman slicing through a stick of bamboo.
こっち。
Wait, whose voice is that? Shit. Wait, the voice came from that black cat. Oh, Burn Castle. Burn Castle. I couldn't recognize the voice for a second. The black cat with the bell that had guided me here. Just made it in time. Hell yeah. Welcome to the chat, Hazel. Incredible that it can talk. But that doesn't matter now. I dashed after it. The ghost shrank back. A hole opened up in the encirclement. The black cat dashed through it. As I hurried through it, the goats began to chase after me. Countless heavy footsteps thundered behind us.
どこまで逃げるの、黒猫さん。
The cat ignored my stupid question. Where are we running to? It's obvious. As far away as we can make it. However, there was an unbelievable number of goats. It wasn't just the group chasing us. There were probably goats hiding throughout the rose garden, and everywhere we went, a group of them would appear and block our path. Each time we bumped into them, we ran down a different path in this maze of a rose garden. So I didn't even know which direction we were running anymore. It couldn't be. We aren't running around in circles inside a massive crowd of goats, are we? We ran into the arbor once more. I learned that my fears were justified. The 4 paths that led from the arbor were all blocked by a crowd of goats. Of course, the path we had come down was also blocked by our pursuers. There was nowhere to go, and nowhere to return to. We were, finally, trapped.
黒猫さん、どうしよう。囲まれた。
I like how she's referring to Mr. Cat as Kuronako-san, which means Black Cat. Mr. Black Cat, actually. The black cat glared at the goats that surrounded us, standing on guard. It's all over for us. Or as we would say in the 2020s, we're so cooked. At that moment, I found myself floating in the air. A massive arm, large enough to crush my entire head, had grabbed my collar from behind. Before I could even think to cry out, I saw right in front of my face a pair of strangely glowing red eyes, and a massive mouth with jagged teeth and a foul breath. Don't trust the cat. Yes! I was about to think about that. I'm like, why is Burn Castle helping here? No! Burn Castle's getting her surrounded! The mouth opened wide. And, as though it was a separate creature, a bizarre tongue stuck itself out. Then, spat words at me. Hello, Federica Burncastle. Are you enjoying the show you're putting on for us? I know that there is a voice actor saying these lines, but his voice is so mumbled that I can barely understand a single word that he's saying. So I'm just gonna read them out loud. Ghost house. Geek cinema. Then, that gaping, smelly mouth slowly began to close over Angie's head.
反論。ルドルフ一家犯人説以外でも ロジックの構築は可能です。
Who is this voice? A blue flash sliced the top of the mouth that was trying to eat Ange's head, sending it flying. I fell into a puddle, along with the goat that was still grasping my collar, though there was nothing left above his chin. Without any hesitation, the goat stretched out their thick arms, as though they'd been given a second chance to snatch this prey for themselves, and they rushed towards me. All of them spoke in unison. Anything beside the Rudolph's family corporate theory would be impossible. Absolutely impossible. Oh shit. Red and blue. It's possible to form a logical explanation other than the Rudolph's family corporate theory. Who's talking? Also, wait, is this Golden Slaughterer? Oh, no, this is not Golden Slaughterer. Oh, fuck. Oh, what's the song again? Oh, fuck. I don't remember this song. I've heard it, but I don't remember the name. A red flash and a blue line became blades of wind that passed over my head, doubly slicing the arms of a goat that tried to pick me up. I think the next goat dashed, not towards me, but towards the black cat that was protecting me from behind. The Executioner. Yes, that's the song's name, The Executioner. As I sat on my butt, staring out toward the rainy night sky. The massive goats were in the air above me, fighting the black cat. Where's someone? Okay, now I can hear the goats. I can understand what the goats are saying now. God, the reverb. God, the reverb.
犯人は殺人者のことと定義されています。そして殺人は登場人物に対して行われたものにしか限定しないとは言っていません。すなわちジョージが当該ですでに本件以外の殺人を犯していたならば、この島で誰も殺さなかったとしても犯人であり、嘘をつくことが可能というわけです。
The mind games proceed. The deep red curves bit into the goat. Its massive body was knocked into the air, became about 7 logs of flesh, and was thrown into the rose bushes. This time, the terrible force of the attack shocked the goats. They faltered, shook, and stepped back. Finally, I understood. That red slice had come from a weapon that could draw red slashes. No, it also drew blue slashes just a second ago. It was a massive scythe that could speak both types of truth, red and blue at will. I looked up at the sky, then let my head hang down backwards. I fucking told you all! I fucking told you all she's not dead, you wolves! Enrico forever survives! I told you fucking all! Ah! Told you fucking all she's back! I recognize that voice. I recognize that voice from anywhere. I just was waiting for her to show up before I finally said something. I knew it was her. I saw the word Skype and I'm like, oh my god, there's gonna be a reveal. But I need to hold my horses just in case I'm wrong. The one says I was wrong. I was holding my horses, but she's back. She is fucking back. There was no black cat, only a rat. Before we get the triumphant return of Rika, though, I do need to run to the restroom, but we're just gonna have her be on screen as I run to the restroom real quick. Just embrace the glory that the detective has returned. I will be honest, I did mistake her for Bird because of the black cat analogy. Because, yeah, she was a black cat. She was a black cat, and Burncastle's big thing is black cat. So I will admit, yes, I did mistake her for Bird for a second. But when I heard her voice again and saw the word Sky, that's when I knew it was Erika. A part of me thought it could have been her earlier, but I'm like, it's probably Burncastle trying to fuck with Ange. But then when I saw the, the person that was, having Ange follow her, fight the goats back, that's when I realized it's not Burncastle. That is racist. Racist? Oh. Yeah, I assume because it's a black cat, it's Burncastle. I will give you that one, yeah. I assume because black cat. Also, there's a bug on my wall. Alright, got the bug on my wall. Not all black cats are the same. Oh. I'm also a black cat owner. I need to apologize to my cat. I own a black cat named Tom. Well, also, we call Tom Larry. We also call Tom Burncastle. Yeah, I'm gonna have to apologize to my black cat. Sorry, Tom. Where are you? Actually, I'm gonna look for Tom as I run to the restroom real quick. I'm sorry, but who is this? Oh. I'll get back to this one when I get back from the restroom. Alright, I'm back. I did find Tom, my black cat, but he was asleep, so I did not want to wake him up. But I'll show a photo of him real quick. I don't think he's going to be happy when he wakes up when I, confuse two different black cats from each other. I'll show you all a recent photo of him, as apologies for confusing the cats. Yeah, no, earlier he was behind my desk sleeping on a towel. Yeah, he's gonna be so mad when he wakes up, because I'm gonna have to inform him about the cat racism I did. If he could understand me. He might get a few extra pieces of kibble today because of my, apologies for being black cat racist. Please don't clip that out of context. Please do not clip that out of context. It was a girl, holding a large scythe. Did you draw the enemy girls behind? Oh, yeah, hold on, let me show them real quick. These were actually all drawn by my sibling, because every time they come to my office, actually, they, draw more girls from the Umo Musume game. Umo Musume. The horse girl gacha game. Yeah, no, every time they visit, they draw a new horse girl, and yeah, well, I have all the girls right behind me. Hold on, let me see if I can get I don't remember a lot of their names, but I do remember the red one in the center. That's Schoolship. Yeah, no, these were all drawn by my sibling. I'm not great with drawing. I'm very bad at drawing. Maybe if we have time at the end of the stream, I'm gonna attempt to do a drawing on the whiteboard behind me, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the best at drawing. I work with a lot of artists, so I never really touch art for the games I work on. However, I know I need to get better as I work more with indie productions, that I do need to do some art sometime. But yeah, I guess I might do some art practice at the end of this stream if we have extra time. When the crowd of goats recognized the girl who called herself Erika, a stir passed through it. It was clear that this person had enough of a reputation to make them tremble. Erika lifted me up, flew into the air, and landed on top of the arbor. You know, I'm really intrigued to see Erika protecting Ange. This is an interesting dynamic that I did not think about. Then, she let go of me, still wielding her scythe, and made an elegant curtsy to the crowd of goats surrounding us.
初対面の方々がほとんどでしょう。自己紹介です。はじめまして、こんにちは。探偵フルドエリカと申します。ルドルフ一家犯人説しか思いつかない石ころ頭どもはどうぞお引き取りを。あるいは私を論破できるおつもりでいる皆さんはどうか歓迎を。
I missed her. I missed her so much.
無論私も歓迎して差し上げます。
I missed her so much. The queen of the bitches. I missed her so much. The goats all howled at once. It seemed to be a cry of shock, of fear, or possibly of awe. The goats surrounded the arbor, chattering, but not moving any closer. None of them had the courage to stand against this detective, this witch truth called Furudo Erika.
やれやれ。イクマンと集まってこのざまですか？
Also, is this a Erika redemption arc?
どなたもこのフルデエリカと論戦を楽しもうという勇気がないのですか？ならば残念。お開きにさせていただきましょう。さりとてこのフルデエリカ。石頭の間抜け諸君を一人一人論破していくほど時間が余ってもおります。後片付けは彼女にお願いすることとしましょう。
Wait, her?
お願いします。
Delnor! She's bringing in Delnor. That's not Delnor. That's not Delnor. When Erika cried out, red cracks opened in the dark night sky. That is not Delnor. I know who this is, though. It looked like the spiderweb-shaped fissures that appear when a glass window has been struck hard. Or was it more like a blood-red spiderweb? Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm surprised by the two that are protecting Ange right now. A laugh rang out through the spiderweb-covered world. A witch's laugh. She invited her other girlfriend. Hell yeah. It sounded somehow familiar to Ange. And there, standing on the spiderweb and gazing down on the goats who must have looked like trapped bugs, was the witch. Hell fucking yeah. We thought only one evil person has returned. Two have returned. However, Is this their redemption arc? Are they going to protect Ange from the evils of the Black Cat Burn Castle?
私を差し置いてルドルフがハ
She has returned. She has returned because she does not want her brother to take her credit. Let's fucking go! It was the witch who had hidden inside of Ava. A witch of the future. Who would one day call herself the Endless Witch after the cat box closed over this world.
このエヴァ・ベアトリーチェを差し置いてこの島の殺人劇を誰が語るとおこがましいと知りなさいこの島の全ての生き死には私の手のひら全ての財産も黄金も全て私のものそして猫箱に閉ざされたこの1986年10月4日も5日も全て私のものこのエヴァ・ベアトリーチェのもの
Ava swung her one-winged staff at the crowd of foolish goats beneath her, proclaiming their deaths. Caught in the spider's web and devoured. The ceiling of spiderwebs that covered the heavens plummeted, and more spiderwebs seeped out of the ground at the goat's feet. Then, the webs from above and below met, and thousands upon thousands of goats were caught in their grasp. Then, as Ava swung her staff, it swirled. By the way, heads up, there might be a bit of a, epilepsy warning, because there's a lot of flashes going on, as a quick, light heads up. Around and around, like egg yolk being mixed in a bowl. Eventually, it was all packed into a massive blood-red goo. The moans of ghosts drifted out from inside. That entire crowd had been compressed into a meatball a few meters across.
私が犯人であることを疑うおバカさんたちあなたたちはエヴァ犯人説で思考停止がお似合いです
Hell yeah.
優れて消えちゃえば
That was awesome. Oh. Oh. I can't see what's going on, but it seems like a hue. There's like a hue of red on my screen. I think that's red. Unless it's brown? I can't think of it as brown, though. I think it's like a hue of red. I have no clue what's going on here. Squelch. No other word could do that sound justice. After sucking in all of those goats, the spiderweb ball vanished into thin air with a squelch. After that, there wasn't even a trace left. The dark rose garden lay there, without any sound but that of the falling rain. Ava drifted down from the sky.
おばさんはいつだってエンジェちゃんの味方よあなたの家族の悪口を言う人なんか許さないんだからエヴァおばさん
I knew I should be grateful, and yet, it really wasn't easy for me to believe that my Aunt Ava was my ally. Ava realized that too.
いいの感謝されたくてしてるんじゃな
I'll send assassin.
でも私はいつだってあなたの味方よじゃあね
She giggled, spun around, and vanished. Now that she had already left, I started to regret not even saying a thank you. So, I figured I should at least thank the other person who had saved me.
助けてくれてありがとうあなたはどなたですか
Oh, please tell me her theme's about to play. Please tell me the Great Detective theme's about to play. I already knew her name. What I was really asking was why she had saved me.
私は探偵フルドエリカ、そして同時に魔女でもあります。魔女？真実の魔女、一なる真実を追求するものです。そしてそれはあなたのことでもありますね。
Those 2 days, October 4th and 5th, 1986. I've been so desperate to know what happened that I took a step off the roof of that skyscraper, drifted through some of which games and fragment worlds, and abandoned myself to this long journey with no rewards. All I want is to know what happened that day. All I want is the single truth of that day.
それを求めるのが真実の魔女です。だからあなたは私と同じなんです。だから助けに来ました。
The tortured witches.
私は知りたいの。一体あの日に何があったの？誰も教えてくれない。誰にもわからない。でも確かにあの日に何かがあったの。私はそれを知るためなら何だって投げ出せる。それだけが私が命を捨てても知りたい唯一のことなの。だから教えて。あなたは知っているの？一体この島で何があったの？真実の魔女にとって真実は与えられるものですか？私がこれが真実だとあなたに押し付けたなら、あなたはそれを鵜呑みにする気ですか？それは違う。バトラさんはあなたに今日何を見せてくれましたか
？Today, Oni-chan showed me a bizarre Halloween party. It may have been heartwarming and a lot of fun, but it definitely wasn't the truth.
バトラさんはそれを真実だと言ってあなたに見せてくれたのではないのですか？違う。あんなの真実じゃない。時に他人は真実だと称して私たちを惑わします。しかし真実の魔女はそれに惑わされることなく一なる真実を追求しなければならないのです。だからあなたはバトラさんの押し付ける偽りの真実などに納得できない。本当の一なる真実を求めてやまないのです。
You know, I'm a bit disappointed that she's not acting like a big gremlin right now. I'm disappointed she's not a gremlin right now, but it makes sense for the scene, though. It makes sense for the scene. I'll tell you the truth, but first of all, did you hear about small bombs? Oh man, just imagine if small bombs was the actual true answer of what happened on Rokonjima. Just imagine. Oni-chan is trying to confuse me. I felt that this whole time. Even though he knows everything about what happened that day, he won't tell me anything at all. How is he any different from Aunt Ava, who mocked me and refused to tell me anything, even until the very moment of her death? Why won't Oni-chan tell me? The damn inside my heart burst
どうしてお兄ちゃんは私に本当のことを教えてくれないの？
Poor Angie.
どうして？どうして？
However, I don't think you can get answers from the dad.
私だけ知らない。私だけ誰も教えてくれない。教えてよ。あの日に何があったのか教えてよ、お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん。
I cried out at the rainy night sky. Hot tears poured from my eyes, but they were covered by the cold rain that beat against me. So no one other than me would know that they were tears. No one would know my pain and sadness. I'm always the only one alone. All alone.
教えてよ、誰か。あの日に何があったのか私に教えて。
誰にも教えられません。真実は自分で手にしなければならないからです。
真実はどこにあるの？どうやったら至れるの？みんなが隠す。教えてくれない？私の手で自ら至るから。お願いだから真実がどこに隠されているのかだけでも教えて。いいわ。
Oh?
教えてあげてもいい。
Uh-oh. As that voice rang out, the world bent and swirled. After blinking several times, I realized that the world had become a sea of stars. No, that's not quite white. There are stars up there in the sky, but those lights below aren't stars. There are lights from building windows, street lights, car lights. I was floating in the dark sky, over a city lined with skyscrapers.
あなたに真実を教える
Don't
ことは
listen
でき
to her! Do not listen to her! No!
でもどうやったら真実に至ることができるのか、その道を指し示してあげることはできるわ。あんたは
Various bad memories are jumping out at me from the back of my mind. That's right. I was chained in place in that strange theater, and forced to watch a repulsive fragment where Mom and Dad were committed murder.
あれを真実だとは言ってないわ。
でもあんたはあれが真実だと赤で。
あんたが大声で遮ったから続きが書き消えただけ。これは全て真実とは限らないと続けようとしたのよ。
Say that in red.
あんたはどこまで私をもてあそぶ気なのよ。
それは謝るわ。でも試したかったの。
何をよ。
あなたがどのようなものであれ真実を受け止める覚悟があるのかどうかを。真実は時として期待を裏切るわ。あるいは最も望まない形を取ることもある。あなたに見せたあのかけらはおそらくあなたにとっては想像しうる限りの一番最悪なかけらでしょうね。でもそれに耐えてでも真実を求める力と勇気がなければあなたには真実に近づく資格はないの。
I have no comeback. Finding the truth is my goal. I just want to know what happened on that island that day. Very happy about Bird's remarks here. There is still room left for interpretation. Indeed. Very much indeed. I was actually bringing up that answer earlier, actually. Well, not answer, but that idea off earlier about the truth of episode 7 may only be what Ange believes is this truth. However, it may not be the full truth of what happened in Rokujima those 2 days. I don't like to think that I only want to hear what I want to hear. However, am I really prepared to face the bloody, unbearable truth that probably awaits me? If I find the truth, it will mean having to look straight at my family's tragic final moments and accepting them as they are. And if I do accept that, it means abandoning my faint hope for a convenient miracle. That the idea that one of them might have survived somehow. It might return even though 12 years have passed. I know a miracle like that would be completely ridiculous. But if I'm honest with myself, I have to admit that I've been comforted by that faint hope these past 12 years. I want to know the truth. But I want one of them to come back. Those 2 wishes contradict each other. By learning the truth, I'll be forced to accept that no one's coming home.
真実はいつだって残酷よ。時にそれは自分の希望を刈り取りさえする。多くの場合、人間は真実を得ることに対する対価に気づいていない。私はあなたにその覚悟があるのかどうか問いかけただけ。
However, I do have a question for Angie now. Will you accept that if someone did survive, that is not from your direct family? It might be, someone like Klaus. It might be Jessica. It might be Maria. It could be Goda. Are you willing to accept that anyone that could have survived, it could have not been the person that you would think survived? Like, I know that you're hoping that Bowdler, Kyrie, or Rudolph might be one of the survivors because they're your family. However, what if someone else survives Angie? Are you willing to accept the fact that it could be someone else? I must choose between my 2 contradicting wishes. Will I find the truth and abandon my optimistic hopes for my family's return? Or will I give up on the truth and keep waiting for the family that will never really return for all eternity? Will I freeze up and let myself be fooled by the childish illusion my brother made for me?
聞かせて、エンジェ。
Oh no, is it about to give us a choice to choose whether or not we want to see the truth or not? No. No, the game would not do that, would it?
あなたに真実を知ろうとする覚悟は本当にあるの？
What if Klaus is secretly hidden in the moon in 1998? It's possible, though. I hate saying it, but that's possible. It is possible, because space travel was possible during this time period, especially before 1998. Like, 1986, Klaus could have snuck off the island after all of his family died, gone to NASA or gone to Russia, and just say, hey, can I hide on the moon for a little bit? And he's just been on the moon for 12 years. We don't know how he survived, but he's been on the moon for 12 years.
あるわ。その決意は揺るがない。
Okay, so Angie's just gonna do it. It's not that we're gonna get a choice.
揺るがないわ。
After hearing my immediate reply, Berncastle stared at me. Are those expressionless eyes of her measuring my resolve? Now that my brother is covering up the truth, even after becoming Game Master, the only thing I can rely on in my search for the truth is the path that Berncastle can show me.
あなたの瞳の奥に真実を追い求める者の輝きを見たわ。教えてくれるの？
is the cat could have continued toying with her prey, though.
私に真実に至る道を。ええ、あなたを導いてあげる。忘れたの、エンジェ。だって私はあなたの後見人でしょ。
Oh, we're gonna get more torture. We're so gonna get more torture. How long has it been since I last heard Burncastle use that word? Yes. I haven't heard it since the very beginning, when I met her in this future world and became a witch, with her as my guardian. That's when I became the Beatrice of 1998, the one who could defeat the Beatrice of 1986.
あなたは1998年のベアトリーチェ、エンジェ・ベアトリーチェ。私が後見人となってあなたを魔女と認めた。でもあなたはベアトと同じ無限の魔女ではないわ。真実の魔女。そう、エリカと同じ。
The last time I ended up being mincemeat. Indeed! Exactly!
あなたは一なる真実を求め、いかなるまやかしにも騙されることはない真実の魔女なのよ。真実の魔女。エンジェ・ベアトリーチェにはいちなる真実にたどり着く力があるのね。あるわ。でもあなたにはその力をこれまで使うことはできなかった。どうしてかわかる？今ならわかるわ。私は真実を求めながら、その一方で真実を知ることを無意識に拒んでいた。そう、あなたは真実を求めながらも同時に真実を知ることで家族が帰ってくるかもしれないという奇跡が失われることを無意識に恐れた。だから一なる真実に手を伸ばす資格がなかった。言われるままだわ。私には甘えがあったことを認めなくちゃならない。
I must admit it. My entire family is dead. Now that I've acknowledged it, I must expose why they died and who was behind it.
ありがとう。あの薄暗い劇場で見せられたかけらはそんな私の目を覚ましてくれるものだったのね。あなたが本当の意味で真実の魔女となってくれるのを待つために随分と多くのゲームを重ねることになったわね。でもその全てに意味があったと思う。この最後の最後のゲームであなたは真実の魔女に至れたのだから。教えて、あの日あの島で何があったの？それを直接教えろなんて言わないわ。だから指し示して。私は何をすれば真実に至ることができるの？ここは少し涼しすぎるわ。場所を移しましょう。どこに？マシな紅茶が飲める場所へよ。
Where are we going? Where are we going? Are we going to a place where, another witch is located? Are we going to a library? Oh, shit. Okay. What's going on here? A massive applause filled the hall. It was an applause in honor of a good fight. An applause in honor of Burncastle.
そして ベルンカステル教のゲームもまた素晴らしいものであったぞ。
みんなにも彼女のゲーム版を公開するので、ぜひ挑戦してみてほしい。かなりの力作だぜ。
I'm glad that Balor's having fun with the game board where he's the culprit.
結局は解かれてしまったけれどね。
誰にも解けないゲームなんてゲームじゃないわ。
So wait, is Burnt Castle in two places at once, or is this a little bit in the past?
肝心なのは面白かったかどうかよ。
面白かったぞ。そこはわらわも保証する。
俺もだ。最初はこんなの解けるわけがないって思ったが、一つずつ有効になる紫発言を使い、容疑者を絞っていくあたりはパズル的な面白さがあったぜ。
さあみんな集まれ集まれ。
ベルンカステル教の推理ゲームってどんなのかしら。
それはやってみてのお楽しみ。
Objects resembling chessboards were set out on several tables. Crowds gathered around each, looking down with interest.
ほうほう。これは論理パズルのようだね。
Just like Michael did, using the clues and all. Just like me, for real, for real.
なかなかの正統派ではありませんか。
これが魔女のゲームってものなんだね。
はあ、こうやって見るとただのゲームなんだよな。でもこれコマにとってはとんでもないだ。
Sorry, Jessica.
それもそうですね。
せっかくのベルンカステル教の手土産です。楽しませていただきましょう。
It's so surreal seeing these three characters on the same screen as each other. I just want to point that out. It's so surreal.
しかしこれは難解ですね。本当に解けるようにできているのかどうかさえ怪しくないですか。
解けるようにできていることをまず信じろ。問題は解けるように出されていると、出題者を信頼して初めて思考の戦いは始まる。
その点は俺たちも保証するぜ。
And indeed, all of them being friendly is also surreal.
さあさあ、ぜひ挑戦してみてくれ。
With Balor's encouragement, discussions over Burncastle's mystery game began at each table. The mix of humans and illusions in heated debate was truly a sight to behold. Beato and Burncastle sat in a chair far off from the discussions.
お茶にご希望はございますか。
わらわには何か落ち着く紅茶が良い。それをミルクティーにしてくれぬか。
かしこまりました。ベルンカステル教は何かご希望はございますか。
紅茶に梅干しを沈めてちょうだい。まずい紅茶を飲みやすくするコツよ。そうへそを曲げるなというのだ。そなたのゲームは実に面白かったと称えているというのに。
Beato, who had emerged victorious in the game Burncastle had put all her heart into, was in extremely high spirits.
別にへそを曲げてなんかいないわよ。私はもともとこういう顔よ。
You can say that.
そんな表情の中にベルンなりの温かみを見出せた時にね、私は真っ暗闇の雪山の頂上で美しい星を見つけたような気持ちになるのよ。
Damn, that was smooth. That is really smooth, Lambda Delta.
悪かったわね。顔がいつも万年雪で。
Okay, Bird did not like that one. She did not like being called out.
やれやれ。ベルンカステル卿を称えることは難しい。なんと褒めても嫌味と受け取られてしまうぞ。
大丈夫よ。後でしみじみと噛みしめるタイプだから。
ほうほう、ベッドの中で枕を抱きながら噛みしめるタイプか。
そうそう、そんな感じそんな感じ。
Beta to Lambda Delta giggled together. Berncastle shrugged and looked away.
でもよ、よくひねった。面白いゲームだったぜ。
そう？ありがとう。
解けないようにも作れるのに、お前はちゃんと解けるように作ったもんな。それはゲームを楽しもうというフェア精神がなけりゃできないことだ。
私は絶対に勝てるゲームが好きよ。勝てないかもしれないゲームなんてめんどくさい。
今度は講師を逆にしてゲームをしたいな。俺が出題して、それにあんたが挑戦する。あんたが俺に勝つゲームだ。
He doesn't know this is the last game.
もちろん、これまでのベアトとの戦いで培ったノウハウの全てをつぎ込んだ超難解なゲームにするぜ。俺が2連勝しちまうくらいのつもりのな。
あんたもベアトも、あんたたちってつくづく面白い考え方ね。
何がだ？
ゲームは勝敗を決するための手段でしょ。そしてそれを仕掛けるからには至上目的は自分の勝利のはずなのに、自分が負けるかもしれないゲームをどうしてわざわざ仕掛けるの？
絶対に勝てるゲームなんてつまらないだろ。そんなのゲームじゃない。
The mindset of all mystery writers. Why write a mystery that cannot be solved?
勝つか負けるか、そのフェアなやりとりが面白いんじゃないか。ゲームってのは戦いじゃない、コミュニケーションなんだ。その過程を楽しむ。勝敗という結果はまあおまけみたいなもんさ。
やっとベアトたちと私の考えの何が違うのかはっきりと理解できたわ。
違いって？
あんたたちにはコミュニケーション、私にはそうでないということよ。
Oh.
お前ずいぶん殺伐とした世界を生きてる。
Damn!
あんただってベアとのゲームを理解するまではそうだったはずよ。
A lot of folk have a love-hate relationship with Byrne, but she's one of my favorite antagonists in all fiction because she represents the harsh reality, and you can't really deny the real truth. Very good point about Byrne Castle. We hate her because she says the truth sometimes, but at other times, she just likes torturing people, like poor Ange. Like, I've grown to appreciate Byrne as a character. Like, yes, I do criticize her quite a bit, but I really do enjoy her as an antagonist.
永遠のゲームは永遠の拷問。その苦しみをあんたはもうきれいさっぱり忘れてしまったというの？
確かにそう思った日もあった。しかしもう決着はついた。そうなれば過去のことはぐちぐち言わない。
She be spitting facts and just trolls.
ノーサイドってやつだ。
そこに私とあんたの致命的な違いがある気がするわ。あんたにとっての永遠の拷問は笑って水に流せる程度のものだった。
Honestly, the real villain on the When They Cry series is always going to be Rikishi, not a Zero Nana. Oh yeah, he's the true villain. He's the true villain.
私にとってのそれはそんな生優しいものではなかった。そういうことだわ。
ああ、あんたの生い立ちは知らねえが苦労があったみたいだな。
なりごまごときのあんたに同情されるとは私も焼きが回ったもんね。
She's getting too old for this shit. Burncastle, sipping the black tea that Genji had brought her, gazed up at the ceiling with a faraway look. Violet may not have known her history, but even he was able to understand a bit of how she felt.
今のあんたは誰かの拷問に苛まれているのか。
Are you?
まさか私は自由人よ。誰の束縛も受けない。
ならよかったじゃねえか。少なくとも昔とは違う。
そうね。昔に比べたらだいぶマシだよ。退屈から逃げおおせるための長い長い終わりのない旅だけれど。
ならこの出会いは少なくともお前にとってはいいもののはずだ。
そうね。敗北の味も多少は退屈から私を遠ざけてくれるわ。
No, no. Fowler shook his head and laughed.
俺たちはフェアなゲームを戦って楽しんだ友人同士だぜ。
But does Burncastle consider Valor as a friend? We'll see that answer after I get back from the restroom because I need to go again. Alright, let's see if Burncastle considers Valor a friend.
だから
もしお前の日々が退屈から逃げ回るためだけのものだというなら、たまには俺たちのところに寄るといい。俺たちは友人を歓迎する。そして友人を退屈から逃すためにいろいろなもてなしやねぎらいをするだろう。
Valor really be inviting Burncastle for board game night?
この大ベルンカステルを一夜とて退屈から逃すもてなしをあんたらができると。
ああ、それが友人ってもんだ。
Will the power of friendship convince Burncastle to befriend Valor? I wonder where she's felt this sort of camaraderie before.
今夜のゲームでは俺たちが勝った。だから次に来るときは攻守を逆にしよう。今度は俺たちのゲームであんたをもてなす。もちろんあっさりと勝ちを譲るつもりはないぜ。とことんひねった極悪な推理ゲームで挑戦してやるぜ。一夜で解かせるつもりなんかねえ。それこそ数ヶ月は頭をひねって滞在する羽目になるくらいの用意してやるぜ。
この大ベルンカステルを友人としてもてなすと。
ああ、そうだ。
あんたたちに付き合ってるとせっかくの梅干し紅茶もなんだかベタベタに甘くなってくるわ。やってらんない。
ベアトに聞いたぜ。梅干し紅茶とやらが好物なんだってな。金箔まぶした最高級梅干しを紅茶に放り込んでやるからそれを楽しみにしてまた来いってんだ。
Yeah, Valor time loops tends to take a toll on one's psyche. Their trust in people in general is severely damaged, but his energy is charming. I will agree with that.
もし本気でそう思ってるならもう少しはマシな紅茶を用意することも。
Damn, she's going after the man's tea!
こんなまずい紅茶じゃ二度と来てやろうという気にはならないわ。
やれやれ。普段はよっぽどお上品な紅茶を飲んでやがるらしいぜ。むしろ今度その紅茶が飲めるところに招待しやがれ。
あんたは私が。
Joke's on you, Valor. I don't have a home.
フェアだろ。俺たちももてなす。だからお前も俺たちをもてなせ。
そうね、フェアだわ。
だからゲームもフェアに行こう。
Valor trying to defend... Valor trying to befriend Burn is giving cat owner. Yep, he does have cat owner energy right now.
攻守を交代してまたゲームをしようぜ。その機会を楽しみにしている。
It's okay. I live in a happy countryside village. Hey, I'll feed you. Come play with me. As a cat owner, I feel that. I feel that as a cat owner.
今回は俺たちの勝ちだったが次はわからねえさ。
そこまでおごれれば大したものだわ。でもね、あんたは一つ勘違いをしているわ。
何をだよ。
私のゲームはまだ終わっちゃいないわ。
Oh?
最後に勝つのはどちらかしらね。
After taking one more sip of our black tea, Berncastle set her cup on the table, wearing a thin smile.
ここの紅茶は甘すぎて飲めたもんじゃないわ。源氏、ありがとう。下げてちょうだい。
かしこまりました。
Berncastle asked for her tea to be taken away after taking only 2 sips. Balor smiled, realizing that this was just Burn's way of being shy. Oh? Balor. Why are you smiling with such a foolish, optimistic face? If you really think this final game will be nothing but a happy epilogue, then I'll have to invite you all to a proper game for bringing this tale to a close. Balor. You forget too easily. Don't you remember in whose hands lie the key to this final game? Damn! I think that was the end of the chapter, wasn't it? That was the glass break for the end of the chapter, right? I think so. Hold on. I think that was the end of the chapter. Let me go ahead and save real quick just in case. Yeah, I think that was the end of this chapter. Damn. Damn, that is quite a cliffhanger to end on. It didn't even have the Umineko no naku頃にat the end of it, did it? Yeah, I think that was the end of the chapter because that's the glass break signifying the end of a chapter, I think. I think so. I mean, I do need to get going pretty soon, so I might just declare that the end of this part of the playthrough for right now. Well, I'll probably be streaming again next week. However, I do need to get going pretty soon, so I might close off here since that was a good cliffhanger. But, yeah. I did remember someone did talk about me potentially drawing on the board. I think that was our taunt. So before I end the stream today, I'm going to be drawing something on the board. However, I'm going to put it to a vote. I'm going to start a poll. What should I draw on the board? And I'm going to give you all a few options. I'm going to not say the options out loud, but I'm going to let you all vote for them. Alright, what should I draw on the board? Alright, it's time for you all to vote. What should I draw on my board? That was quick! That was quick! Okay, hold on. I need to see the results. Okay, half and half between Berncastle and Kloss. Now it's a 3-way tie between Erika, Berncastle, and Kloss. Obviously, Kloss. Okay, we got 2 more votes for Erika. Nope, now it's a 3-way tie. Now it's Erika taking the lead. I'm gonna run this poll for like one more minute. Alright, 4 votes so far. Erika is leading the polls. I will have to probably pull up a reference image. So as people are voting, I'm going to pull up a reference image. At the current moment, Erika... Oh, wait, nope. We got another vote. Okay, Erika is leading the polls right now. So I'm going to pull up a reference image of Erika. Erika Ferrudo. Unless there's a sudden win for Kloss or Berncastle, I'm going to assume it's going to be Erika. So I'm pulling up a reference image on my computer right now. If images work. Yeah, it's still Erika. Alright. Okay, I have a lot of Rika on my computer now. My computer is full of Rika. Alright. I think Erika won the vote with like 60% of the 5 votes, so I'm going to go ahead and end the poll. Kloss and Berncastle will be on my next drawing poll. However, today it's going to be Erika Ferrudo. So let me go ahead and, actually, let me get some music playing in the background. Yeah, we should probably have some music to play. And when I say music, what music would be more fitting than Erika's themes? So let's go ahead and pull up some themes of Erika Furuno. Alright, in music box. Okay, now I need to remember where her music is. There's a lot of songs in this game. Hold on. I'm trying to remember her themes from the top of my head. Sorry, everyone. It might be the Japanese name. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think it's the Japanese name. Shit, actually, I cannot find her theme. I'm trying to find, Deep Blue Gear, but I'm not finding it. As Time Goes By is such a chill vibe. I can't really find it. However, I feel like I can find a good song to play. I feel like I could find a good song to play because I'm not for sure where exactly is Erika's theme. Smile Sourier is another classic Erika. Azure Gear. Oh yeah, it's also Azure Gear. Yeah, and the menu of all the song themes are both in Japanese and in English, so I'm like trying to find out if it's like in Japanese or English, but there's like a lot of songs in this game. But yeah, Smile Sourier is also good. I'm just now trying to find them because there's like the whole list of like all the music. This is really fun, isn't it? Just, you know, viewing me trying to figure out where the songs are. I could probably pull up the Japanese names of the songs. Hold on. Yeah, I can't think of, I know what blue is in Japanese, but I don't know the other, characters. Well, I found the Great Detective Knows. Yeah. I found the Great Detective Knows, so I might play that in the background for a little bit. Alright. Let's draw Erika Furuno. Let's put my drawing to the test. I just sent you all 3 of her themes in chat. Got it. Oh, yeah, it's on the Discord, yeah. Alright, after this song, I'm gonna play the music from the chat. I have to find where they are. Theme on chat. I'm on top chat, so let's go to live chat, or wait. Alright. Alright, let's draw some Erika now. Yep, I'm starting to see the streams in the streaming server. Yep, I'm seeing them now. Alright, Smile Sourier and the Great Detective Knows, as well as Deep Blue Gear. Yep, I see them all now. Thanks, Zartant. Alright, I'm gonna let this play for a little bit as I draw some Erika. Let's go. These shades look familiar. I think this is a Rika color because this is a similar shade to her hair. Okay, let's do this. I think everyone's about to learn why I don't draw often. She looks cute. Thank you. It's been a while since I last drawn, so it's not gonna be great. Also, I'm gonna change the song real quick. Alright, let me go ahead and change the song to Deep Blue Cheer. Let's hope I don't get an ad. Alright. Alright, we're playing some Deep Blue Gear. Let's go get it! God, her outfit has so many accessories. All it takes is a reference, and the strong as possible for Michael Leakum. Michael Leakum. I like how Leakum is literally becoming like an analogy for like what my name, people think my name is. I mean, I don't mind people think my name is Leakum. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I'm not going to color in the hair because that's a lot of markers, so I'm going to make her eyebrows Alright, I present to everyone the great detective Erika Furuto! It's not my best drawing, but I did a lot better than I thought I would for this drawing. I'm gonna go ahead and send an image of this to my Discord server so that people can see a more up-close image of what I drew. However, yeah, that is today's addition to the whiteboard of me drawing Erika Furuto, the great detective. have to say, I think Rikishi has better art than me. Yeah, Rikishi Zero Nana probably has better art than me. But I don't really draw. That's kind of like one of my big excuses. I don't draw. Alright, let me send that to the stream channel. Alright, I'm sending this out to the stream server. Applause. Is that a goat? Yeah, that's a goat. Yep, this is how my art style currently is. Like, I could definitely draw more to improve. I mean, I have a lot of artist friends and I work with quite a few artists in game development, so I could probably get some tips from them to improve my art style because, yeah, I mean, this doesn't look bad. It's just that I know I can do better. I know I can do better. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining me today for today's stream. Joining you today for today's stream. That is great use of language, Michael. But yeah, no, again, thank you all for joining me today, and yeah, I'm gonna be probably doing another one of these streams hopefully next week. I need to check my schedule, but I do plan on streaming at least once next week. Twice if we are all lucky. However, that's a little difficult for me to manage, especially since I have to do other work with my other jobs. But I'm gonna see if I can stream at least Umineko once or twice next week. But yeah, thank you all for joining me today, and I hope you have a great rest of your nights or evenings or mornings or afternoons. It doesn't matter time zone. We're all here for the past 2 hours playing Umineko.